processed at state-of-the-art world-class facilities.
At patuloy na dumadaloy sa aking lakbay towards our summit.
This is EJ Obiena.
New Asian record, 5.93, EJ Obiena.
At ako, si Heidelin Diaz.
The goal is yours.
And we choose the right hydration and the right minerals. From Summit Natural Drinking Water. Thirst for more.
Summit Natural Drinking Water is available in leading supermarkets nationwide.
Batman, I can give you the one thing you want. What's that? Time. He can give us a second chance.
You can't trust him.
He will bring me what I need, or everything you call a life will end.
Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Now showing at your favorite theaters.
Salon damaged hair? For intense damage repair from roughness and dryness, use new Cream Silk Salon Expert Daily Treatment with keratin and collagen. Get salon perfect smooth hair with daily use. Cream Silk.
One Republic. Live in concert. Performing their greatest hits and more. One Republic. February 23 at the Araneta Coliseum. Book your tickets now at ticketnet.com.ph. One Republic, presented by Wilbur's Live.
Sexy time. Oh, sexy time. Today's best music, magic.
Today's best music, Magic 89.9. Yeah, man. You're listening and watching Corrupt. Time now is 5:34 on the clock on a commode night Thursday. The boys are out this afternoon. My name is Slick Rick.
And this is Tony. What's up, guys? How you guys doing? Good afternoon to everyone, all our listeners and viewers. We're on Facebook, and if you don't know, we're also on Twitch. And we are we on Twitter as well? We're on Twitter, right?
Yeah, we're on Twitter, Magic899.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
There. So also we're on Instagram, Magic899, just in case.
And the boss is in the office. It's so great to see him. First time in a long time. I think this is the first time I see him this year. So it's nice that he's actually physically here. But he comes here early, I heard, and then he leaves early. So
why? Because he doesn't want to see you?
No. I think you'll find out. But all the best to a couple other DJs that are moving on to greater things. And it was a great run for some of them, and I wish them all the best. I'm gonna miss them, but you know, it's you gotta pivot, and sometimes it's not what
it is. What it is.
It's not what you dream of. Obviously, starting in this industry, I think everyone that started as a broadcaster has done it because they loved the medium, especially the coworkers. But it's unfortunate that obviously, times are changing. Digital has taken over. And if you don't adapt, it's really tough to catch up. And so I wish the guys over at the other side all the best, and we'll see what happens. What's next? What's next for the other guys on the other side, and for us as well. So
it's been a long time.
Yeah. If you're thinking of becoming a broadcaster, this is a great time to do it. Because there's a lot of openings, I heard.
There's opportunities.
Well, I don't know about that one, but there's definitely openings. I don't know if the opportunity is great,
but I mean, if you want to get your feet wet,
starting salary is still $12K, and that was back in 2002, as far as if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, it's not a lucrative career, but it's something to start off with. And hey,
Get your feet wet. I mean, it's always exciting to maybe start something new and maybe work on a skill that you thought that you didn't have. Because I know maybe for some of us is like for myself is growing up, I was a quiet kid. I wouldn't say much, wouldn't speak too much. But then I guess everyone was surprised, especially like the people like in high school. When they found out that I was like, working as a radio DJ, they're like, oh, we never thought that you could do that because, you're just really the quiet guy no matter what. And it's nice is because it also helped me get over my anxiety, say, hosting in front of people. I'm a bit more calm and I enjoy it. I mean, it's a nice thing that I've learned about myself is that, even if I was scared of talking in public, I could overcome that. So that was
there you go. See? So for those that are looking at a career in broadcasting, shoot over your resume over at 907 Paragon Plaza, or just show up, actually. Just show up and see what's happening.
Just show up and we'll put you on air.
There's a few slots. There's a plethora of slots available. If you ever think of, obviously you'll have to go through a test and there's a strict scrutiny of I guess of DJs that you'll have to go through. But at the end of the day, I'll just make sip to station guy, and you never know, you could be on radio. I mean, if that's your thing. But I mean, now days are gone where you have to be at the mercy of a network or a radio station. You have the ability to become your own boss, courtesy of YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and
Instagram,
and Spotify. Mm-hmm. I mean, these platforms basically, if you're self-sufficient and you're pretty masipag, you can post and do your own post-production and edit your videos like Jojo. Kudos to Jojo. You know what I mean? He's no longer with us in terms of the station. He's still alive. But
glad you cleared that up because people were shocked.
He's doing his own thing. He's still editing. He records and shoots his own stuff. Like, I saw him recording and he just brings his little GoPro and he interviews people. I'd have to second guess the questions he asked the people. I don't know why he would ask those questions, but he still shoots it every other day. And he's got so much material. He edits it and he color grades it. He does all the audio work, and that's something that I would never want to do. I mean, it's so tedious to do post prod, to edit and take care of the audio and video. Grabe. So I mean, who would ever think that he would? I mean, I don't know how many followers he has on YouTube, but still, him making the effort to actually edit and shoot, and the companies that actually trust him. Wow, with their vehicle, it's unbelievable. But hey, he's doing it. So if he can do it, definitely. I mean,
you can too.
I mean, yeah, like there's so much content out there. Sometimes nagugulan na nga ako eh. But yeah, I mean, who do you guys follow?
You can find your own crowd. You can find maybe, because there's always something there for everyone, is because everyone has a market, no matter what. No matter what kind of content you put up, be it gaming, be it, say, unboxing of stuff, be it, say, reviews. So it's pretty interesting is that, everyone will have their market. So don't think, baka I won't have my market. And look now, is like we do have like a lot of gamers, especially when, the pandemic started. A lot of people, they started gaming, and then it kind of weeded out after things opened up, weeded out the people that really want to be into the gaming industry. So it's nice is that they're still there, they're still doing their content, And, just other people that they're like, okay, maybe it's not for me. Maybe it's something that I'll work on. I get inspired. Maybe someone gets inspired by JoJo or say James Deacon, the stuff that he does. And yeah, just get that inspiration out there and make your own thing. Do your own thing.
Yeah, who do you guys follow? Who's hot right now on YouTube and who do you listen to on Spotify? I actually like to know where people actually get their content from, or who inspires them, or who entertains them. All right, there's just so much out there. Let us know. I'm trying to figure out. Yesterday I went around and so many new artists, like indie artists that and young. They're all young and what I love about the youth, they're so positive, and they all support each other. They may be us, they're very I guess they have their own clique, but they support each other wherever they're performing, and it's great because it's inspiring, and these guys are the next artists in line. Even though they have a few people that know about them, but still, I mean, that's where it starts, right? So always there's always so much talent around. But who do you guys follow right now? Who's keeping you entertained? 86310899. Who's worth following?
Be it on YouTube, say Instagram, Twitter, TikTok.
Or who have you unfollowed as well? Who's toxic? Who's been...
That all of a sudden you're just like, no, I'm not going to watch this again. No, I'm not going to go down this rabbit hole.
I mean, there's a group that I follow on Facebook. I don't know if anyone follows this. But it's the Marites group, and it's Marites Express MTK Season 4. So I follow that.
Okay.
And
so what's there?
And basically,
what's the new stuff?
It's all the showbiz. It's a bit toxic, but it keeps me informed of what's going on. I just scroll through it and just get a glimpse of what they're talking about, who they're talking about. Obviously, it's always coded. It's never the full name of the person, so they give the initials. First initial and last initial of their last name. So and then you have to do the figuring out. That's where you have to do your detective skills and try and find out which network. Obviously, right now what's hot is WR. He's in a lot of hot water. A lot of people have their own 2 cents with what he's done over the weekend, and it's just escalating to where I think it's almost like he's got like 4,000 or I don't know how many comments, but it's nuts. People are just out there and angry. But 8631089, let me know you guys are following. Who's worth following, and who have you unfollowed? And which groups? We're not talking about just individuals, but groups, whether it's YouTube, TikTok. TikTok's, man, I still haven't activated mine, but I get sent so many videos from TikTok now. I feel like everyone's migrated from Instagram to TikTok. Like,
oh, yeah.
All my videos are TikTok.
Which is the thing is because TikTok, they have so many more filters, it comes out quicker. And then people, what they do is they do that on TikTok, and then, you could save the videos and people will post it straight to their Instagram. So parang the Instagram becomes, you remember how everyone was on Instagram and then it posts automatically on Twitter? So it's kind of like that.
Okay.
It's on TikTok, and then now you get your content. Obviously, it has your TikTok ID there, and then you won't post it on Instagram. So that's how it works. I mean, I did it last time with me and Archer when we were doing the whole your personality test. So it's just like nonsense. So you're just like, okay, I might as well enjoy it.
And congratulations to Tito Boy. He's for those that don't know, he's now with GMA.
Hey, congrats.
Yeah, I mean it's just so weird, and this whole thing with All TV, you would think that they would be able to capitalize on ABS-CBN's disappearing, them losing the franchise, but no, if I'm not mistaken, I read 0.2.
Oh,
0.2%.
Oh,
0.2% was basically their monthly, if I'm not mistaken, monthly viewership.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't break one. So, yeah.
How odd is that?
Yeah. I guess, well, I'm sure they're going to be, well, they said they're going to pay them for the remainder of their contract. But, yeah, there's only 4 people, right, that had main shows. It was Willie, Tony, Rufa, and what was it? The Moms. Basta. There was those 3 shows, I think, that were the main ones. So, yeah, they're going to be out. Or they're not going to be renewing, as far as I know. And that's only 5 months, huh? To think about, how many times have you left your career, or at least your job, thinking
it would be better.
The next opportunity would be better, right? I mean,
well, it's tough. So sometimes what happens is you try to take the chance, but then there are times that it does well. There are other times it doesn't do well. Yeah, it's because, for example, because I had a chance to, of course, I do stuff for the NBA, and I was thinking about, because there's this opportunity to write for a basketball website that was based in Europe. So I was thinking about it. They're giving offers that all you have to do is turn in these many articles, and I thought about it is because you're talking about still the NBA, but you're also talking about other leagues around the world that you'd have to watch. But mostly what they asked me is to focus on the NBA. Then I realized is that, you know what, I'll stick with the NBA. And then all of a sudden what happened is, I think maybe a month or 2 later, they stopped updating their website. So it was just gone.
Oh, it's done?
Yeah, it was done. So I was like, ooh, luckily I didn't jump ship.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, many of us have thought that leaving their position now, or their job, is for greener pastures. We've all done it. I've done it. Obviously, it's a risk that one takes, and sometimes you're on the winning ends, and sometimes it doesn't work out. But I'd like to know how many people have left their current job or their former job for greener pastures, and did it
pan out?
Yeah, was it what they dreamed of, knowing that, okay, they used to work here and now they're in this company and it's paid off, or was it a huge mistake? Let us know what industry you went into, or did you stick to the same industry? I left one radio station for this radio station back in 2001. And obviously it was a provincial station I worked for in Batangas. But, I mean, you can't compare. I mean, provincial versus Metro Manila, it's a totally different animal. But eventually, sticking around for 6-7 years, it did pan out. But how many people stick around for 6-7 years? Like,
not a lot.
You cannot. I think in this generation, it's going to be difficult to tell a Gen Z to stick around for 6-7 years before you actually make anything. I think with anyone, per se. I don't think anyone's going to stick around for 6-7 years right now, making barely minimum wage. Yeah, it's a huge risk that one takes. But 8631-0899, biggest risk when it came to when it came to your career, or if maybe you're thinking of leaving. and you're not sure, let us know. Give us a call. Maybe we can give you some insights, or you can actually help us out and others on your experience. Hello.
Which way to pivot now? Hi.
Hello?
Hi, good evening.
Hi.
Welcome to the show.
Good evening. Yeah, driving here in EDSA traffic eh. Anyway, well, long time fan of Magic at I think I don't know if it qualifies, but I work for an automotive industry.
Okay.
But yeah, a few way back I work for a distributor, for a certain brand. Actually, they're multi-brand.
Oh,
but
nice.
Few years back, I got an offer for a dealer group. Then I just smiled and turned it down because of what I don't know. During that time, nag-enjoy ako sa job ko eh. So, okay lang. But turns out, pandemic strikes. So, this and that went sour. So I got five roles in one person. So yun.
Wow.
Yeah. Sales.
Wow.
Dealer dev. Legal.
Lahat na. Lahat pinakyaw mo, ha?
Yeah. It turns out I thought it's all worth it, but during the compensation time or appraisal time, I just only got a few bucks of increase. So sabi ko, I even went for I got COVID twice for exposing myself.
Damn.
Luckily my kids and my wife is okay right
safe
now.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, but of course, it took me a chance. But then another distributor offered me a great salary, great job. But well, it turns out hindi rin okay kasi medyo AS talaga yung mga boss eh. Parang they're going to ask you heaven and earth, do this and do that. Turns out I left the company for about at least 2 months. Yeah.
So you were there for 3 months and then you left?
Yeah.
3
Yeah, I left right before my birthday. Yeah. Sabi ko, this is too much. Yung PC ko naubos kagad eh.
Yeah. And now?
And now
What
I'm
do you
working for a dealer group, which is the one that probably 2-3 years ago offered me a job. Yeah.
Okay naman. Okay.
Okay naman, compensation-wise. Well, you have to start somewhere, but the role is very promising. So I am now an online manager for parts. So
okay, so
it's better.
Oh,
so
you
much better
have
now.
a lot more time. May time ka, right? Online eh. So work from home?
no, I work full time in on-site.
Oh, you still go to the office? Okay.
Yeah, it's more of what do you call that? It's more of a new division that has been created. So there's a demand for parts, for parts for a certain clients,
Okay. So ikaw procure. Ikaw naghahanap.
Procure from the source plant.
Okay.
Down
distribute.
down the line to the suppliers plus Lazada, Shopee.
Lahat na.
Hey,
Okay.
look at that.
So everything digital, ikaw na.
Yeah. So lucky for me, this dealer group kasi is I got their I got their dealership way back. I was in the distributor for a dealer of the year for not once but not only twice.
Wow, congrats.
And 4 times.
Okay.
So during my my stint there, parang it's more of an additional arrows or additional rango or privilege for me to help them become the dealer of the year or years.
Hey, good job. It's nice to have that feeling. It's like, okay, I was part of this is because
Yes.
so sometimes you don't realize, or in other jobs you don't feel like, oh, we won this award, and then you're like, oh, I didn't feel like I was part of it. At least now you're directly part of it. You're like, okay, that's the reason why we're up here.
Yeah. And of course, during that time, I got the trust of the owners. So it's another privilege that an owner, which is a multi-millionaire owner, listens to you, right?
Oh, which is good. Very good. It's because at least it opens up the door, like thinking that this owner will be like, oh, okay, I can trust him here. Baka, if there's another opportunity, I'd want him to be there too, because he's doing good things.
Yeah, upon checking kasi, it's turns out I used to be working an OFW way back in a foreign country. Then I used to work for an online website. And then here I am after 7 or 8 years. I'm back again with the online thing, diba?
Well, you never know. Ganun ang mundo eh. Bilog eh.
Yeah, bilog.
Yeah. Congrats. Thanks for calling, sir.
Thanks.
All right.
Hey, congratulations, man.
Thanks for calling.
I mean, that's what I was talking. I forgot who I was talking with, is because they were looking for new employees, and this person has been in the company for about 15 plus years, 16, and they were having trouble getting newer employees to stay. The reason why is because they'd find out that, say, the newer graduates, they'd be staying maybe 2 to 3 years only, and then they'll say, oh, I'm burnt out, or they want more money, which does not it doesn't add up to the role that they're doing. So parang they'll move on, and then so it's like a revolving door of new employees
yesterday. Yesterday I was with some account executives, and a few days ago I was also with a few agency people for mga AEs, and a lot of them are younger. A lot of them are hungry, but so many of them are burnt out. I don't know. Maybe the workload is a bit more, or maybe I'm thinking that the workload is the same, but the advent of technology with people on social media has really drained their brains out. So before you would think of ideas, and you would actually work 9 to 5, and that's it. And then you would go home, maybe watch TV or listen to music or even listen to the radio. That would be your way of, I guess,
relaxing, de-stressing.
Or yeah, winding down. Now, you're on your phones 24/7. As soon as you wake up, as soon as you get to work, during your break, in the banyo, after the break, you're constantly looking, reading, watching something, or listening to something, which is, if your brain's working, as I said, the average person has 70 to 80,000 thoughts a day. If you ain't clean slating each and every day, and you ain't doing anything to subside the stress and the strain of everything that's happening around you, you're going to go bonkers. Honestly. Yeah. You're going to go, and especially if there's pressure, your boss is yelling at you, your sales you're not meeting quota, the pressure comes in. I think that's what's happening, with this particular group in this industry of account executives, thinking of different ways to market and concepts, so it's a lot of pressure, and a lot of them have a high turnover rate. And one dude who used to be our intern left one agency. Now he's with another agency. And he said, oh, it's easier here because it's not, the workload isn't as much. And I was like, okay. Ooh. So, but he's making a little more, but he has to report to work. Unlike the other one, it was work from home, but he was so stressed because it was nonstop.
Yeah.
The activations and whatnot, events. So, kanya-kanya yan eh. You think you want more money, But when the work comes, no.
You like the money, but then not the work. The money is always nice.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, good evening.
Hi.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, good evening, sir. How are you doing?
Good. Who's this?
This is Sam.
Sam. All right. Where are you calling from, Sam?
I'm calling for my car.
Okay.
Hola, Quezon City.
Okay, what's up?
Hey, sir, about the topic.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I had a job way back 21 that I had to dump.
Okay, which industry?
Banking.
Oh, banking. Okay, so nasa banking ka. All right.
Yeah, and we're working 24/7, and practically I work Monday to Friday, 8 to 5, but it's a bad.
Okay.
It is a 3-year sick leave, I would say.
Okay.
And then when I get back, the organization is not really treating me well and practically saying to me that I'm not supposed to be the one to be hired. So I told myself, they're not worth it. They don't. This is not for me.
So umalis ka. So wala ka ng job.
Nah, I'm on a new job right now.
Okay. So what industry?
Education.
Okay. There you go.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yes.
So you're teaching
Not really. I'm on the
admin side.
first tech side.
Tech side. Okay, there you go. Oh.
Are you happier?
Very happy.
Very good.
That's all that matters.
That's all that
It is.
matters because
That
a lot
is.
of people they'd want to have that peace of mind. Like, okay, I'm good with my job. I'm happy.
Yep. It doesn't matter if you're earning less. What is important is that you're happy.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a threshold between wanting to make money at the same time. If you're not enjoying what you're doing, it really is it's a tough one for a lot of us. You know, how do you enjoy what you're doing, but also make that financially stable or at least lucrative, doing what you love? You know what I mean? Not everyone has that. That opportunity. I mean, look at this. You know, a few months ago or a couple years ago, if you follow basketball, you would think Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, oh shit, Brooklyn
And
Nets.
James Harden.
Everyone wants a Brooklyn Nets jersey. It's done. It's over, right?
Yep.
And now you see the Brooklyn Nets just getting rid of all their stars. And it was it worth it? I don't know. You have to ask the owner. Sometimes you have to just go back and start from scratch. And I'm sure Harden was the first one to leave. Kyrie just left the other day. And now Katie has left. And, you know, they had a vision. They had this vision that they're going to win a couple championships. But obviously chemistry and management had played a huge role, and sometimes things don't work. It looks good on paper, but when it comes down to it, does it work out? All TV looked really good. New franchise, they have a lot of money. They basically, I think they copied the same blueprint. I think of ABS-CBN. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's what I was reading in the newspapers. All they had to do was just, you know, noontime show, morning show, noontime show, late night show. Apparently, it did not work. So, kanya-kanya yan eh. I mean, you never know what will and what won't work. And especially now with like I said, with technology, people are on their phones now.
Yes.
Everyone's on their phones. It's really rare that you're going to be listening to the radio unless you're stuck in traffic right now at that red light, wanting to get home or heading to work, and you're just cussing out the guy in front of you to move faster or at least make that red light go green.
You get zoned out.
Or you know, it's.
But But you know what? Also for TV, what's amazing is, like you said, Tony, is that everyone has a phone. Everyone is on their phone. Is that it's given them different content that's far from what you see on TV. It's content that not a lot of people would realize, hey, you know what? This is more interesting than what I see in TV. And we've seen how cable TV has gone down significantly. The reason why is because why would you want to watch TV when you have everything at the palm of your hands? And they give you stars that you wouldn't see on TV. Right? So it's just like, hey, look at that.
Well, it's for example, K-pop. I don't think K-pop would be this big if we didn't have the different apps, the platforms like Netflix.
Yes.
I don't think they'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The top 10 on a weekend is Korean. Mm-hmm. Korean. And I don't watch Korean, but on my top 10, it's like at least 5 to 6 out of the top 10 shows, right now are Korean. And you can't get that on television. You can't just switch and flip the channel and say, okay, and if you do, your show's probably either in the middle of it or at the tail end, or maybe if you're lucky, starting palang, if you get home early. But wala na. Oh, there you go. Derek Alvin, our director here. TV shows like Showtime. It actually did, I'm not too sure about this, but it might have been advantageous for ABS-CBN to push for their ABS-CBN channel, YouTube channel. Because they have the ABS-CBN online channel, which forced them to push all their content. Now that FPJ Quiapo version, did you know there's an FPJ Quiapo that just launched? I did not. I just saw that. I was like, yo, FPJ is back again. And this time it's the Quiapo. And that's all online, right? So kudos to them, to pivoting. And then it's unfortunate that they lost the franchise. But 8631-0899. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Evening. Still with the topic on the career?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So my name is Jimwell.
Okay, Jimwell. Welcome to the show.
Yeah. I was with food manufacturing. I was research and development for a local company.
Okay.
For 11 years. Then suddenly, a multinational company called me up. The pay is good in the local company, but I got a call from a multinational company which doubled my salary. So it's like the figures is around 50 to 60,000 per month when I was in a local company for 11 years.
Grabe.
Then this multinational company offered me double, so I got 6 figures. I won't say the exact figure, but it was a 6 figure.
Nice.
Yeah, double the pressure. But hell yeah, the pay is good.
Oh.
And yeah. And actually, I got opportunities. 2 years I transferred. Got offers from other companies also. Well, it's not double, but yeah.
Benefits.
So it's still 6 figures. 6 figures.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You would like that. That's the whole thing about it. The 11 years that you took. Yung pagod mo, yung pawis mo sa 11 years. Another company saw your value, saw that, okay, we want to invest in this person. Kasi obviously, sometimes hiring a cheaper with less experience is more expensive in terms of experience. Non-experience.
Down the line, all of a sudden, because what they see in you is, okay, loyalty. But then if, like what Tony said, if they get someone new, medyo okay, fresh, but then all of a sudden just decides to duck out after a year, wala na.
Wala nang loyalties. Like, I think loyalty is, it's very hard to find loyalty in this day and age. Very rare. Very rare with how competitive the market is, with the cost of the daily expenses. If you have a family, it depends on your lifestyle rin eh. I mean, at the end of the day, everyone's gonna jump ship, or at least I would think everyone's gonna jump ship if the pay is, like you said, 50% more or 6 figures. Bakit hindi? Di ba?
Yeah. Plus, since this is a multinational company, I travel every other month to different sites, different countries. I got exposed to different cultures.
Yun, yeah.
So dati kasi my Facebook was only local.
Yeah.
Well, now it's actually I have a Syrian
visa,
friend, USA.
Nice. See, that's the way to do it.
I think that's the perks.
International, dude.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that's why a lot of people would rather work for a multinational. It's just on the resume. Ang sarap pakinggan eh. Ay, multinational company eh.
Yeah.
Not to take anything away from the local companies, but iba talaga yun, the budgets of the multinational and the way it's run. Yeah. Well, thank you. Thanks for calling. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
And especially now, like all these multinationals, they are spending. They are spending for because it's just like, it's time. Let's go. We got to make up for lost time.
Yeah. It's funny how the other day I met a couple Japanese nationals, and they're here for probably a year. They work for a multinational company, but they were brought in. These ladies were brought in to work for. Well, one works in the IT department of a multinational company. The other works for, I think, R&D. So they're both from Japan. One is, and the other was from New Zealand, Japanese. And lo and behold, you know what I mean? Covered lahat ng expenses nila. Their board and lodging is paid for. They have food expense. You know what I mean? And they get to travel. Like they get their Monday to Friday, but work from home sched. Broken sked. So they have a huge salary. They get to work from home. Wala silang gastos sa rent. So everything they make is for keeps. Unless they, obviously, for food and stuff. But they have a food expense. Food allowance. So ang sarap. Sarap talaga eh. I mean, and to think that they're coming to the Philippines to work here. Well, we have our locals wanting to work in Japan,
to get out.
wanting to work in New Zealand,
or they want to go to Japan. It's like, isn't there an exchange there?
Maybe. President BBM is in Japan as we speak. He's there right now.
He said that he wants to work closer to Japan.
Well, I think they signed a couple contracts. I don't know, but yeah, why not? Right? We need to be. It'd be great if we were more efficient with our transpo, our public transportation. That is. Hello.
That is, yes. Hi.
Good evening.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Hello.
Yep.
On the topic, ako naman baliktad nung previous caller.
Okay.
Currently, nasa tayo? Sabi natin nasa 60s, gano'n. Nasa 60s tayo.
Okay.
So I have offers. Alam mo naman sa LinkedIn, di ba?
Yes.
Itatawag sa'yo, tapos tatry lang nga tayo. Parang may offer sila na 6 digits, mga ganyan. Parang, pero upon learning yung workload na parang okay lang sa akin na gano'n. Parang enough pa rin man yung current sweldo ko na match yung luho ko. Parang gano'n. Parang yun. So parang work-life balance pa rin other than ayun yung priority currently. Kaya isa sa mataas sweldo. Parang iba pa rin yung mayroon kang freedom, like, kaya bukas meeting lang, tapos ka na ulit, pa.
I think kanya-kanya yan eh. I think kanya-kanya yun ano ba ang hierarchy of needs mo? More money? Peace of mind? Di ba? More money, peace of mind, or somewhere...
Change of scenery.
Somewhere where may growth. Yun ibang tao, okay lang maliit yung sweldo, basta may growth within the company. Okay. Pwede ako maging GM, general manager, or team leader, or what, or maybe an executive if I show my loyalty. Kanya-kanya yan eh, depending on the culture. The company culture, kanya-kanya yan eh. And sometimes moving companies, you know, you're put in a place where hindi ka kasundo yung boss mo eh. So even though you like the company, but ayaw mo sa boss mo, you're screwed.
Got a problem.
Ayun, yun lang. Thank you, man.
All right. Congrats on the 6 figures. Sarap.
Good job.
Sana tayo din.
863108999. Even if we get close to the 6, pwede din.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi, good evening. Yes.
Evening.
Evening.
Let's go.
All right.
What up?
Same topic pa ba?
Yeah. What was your what was your job, or what is your job currently, and where did you move to?
I work for a oil and gas contractor company.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, mga Hapon yung amo ko. Pag-usapan yung Hapon.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then I switched to the owner side where we're developing na yung airport sa Bulacan.
Ah, okay.
Oh, Bulacan.
Nice. That's your project now? That's what you guys are working on?
Yeah, just don't mention the company.
Okay.
Alam niyo naman.
So from oil and gas to now construction, okay naman?
Yeah, it's a wild ride. Medyo less stress. Hindi katulad sa oil and gas industry, medyo busy ang engineering.
Mm.
And it pays far off, like times 4.
Okay.
So,
Hey, congrats.
Congratulations.
Good on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Advice ko sa mga gusto kumalon ng bakod, ingat sa pagtalon ng herong.
Yeah, that is true. It's because sometimes you think that grass is greener, but then you realize, hey, it's fake grass. It's not growing.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Hey.
Okay. Let's take a quick one.
There's also a new airport, right? The Sangli.
Oh, someone sneezed. Someone just sneezed.
Gino boy, is that you, bro?
Yeah.
Bro.
Okay. All right, we'll take a quick one and introduce Gino. Okay.
Oh, let's pretend I'm not here.
All right. We gotta play some commercials and come back with our special guest. Thank you for gracing us with his presence. He's also made the big switch, and he'll tell us all about. I guess he's mentioned it several times, but stick around for his story.
Sexy time. Oh, sexy time. Today's best music, magic.
Hi moms! Juday here. Dahil ako ang most trusted ng family ko, I only trust yung trusted for the family. Like Absolute Distilled Drinking Water. Purified and distilled carefully, kaya trusted for the family. For the family, only Absolute quality. Pure water, pure love, that's trusted for families. 8-liter Absolute.
One Republic. Live in concert. Performing their greatest hits and more. One Republic. February 23 at the Arena at the Coliseum. Book your tickets now at ticketnet.com.ph. One Republic, presented by Wilbo's Live.
Salon damaged hair? For intense damage repair from roughness and dryness, use new Cream Silk Salon Expert Daily Treatment with keratin and collagen. Get salon perfect smooth hair with daily use. Cream Silk.
Who says Valentine's season is only for couples? Calling all the single ladies and gents. Wear your status with pride and join the singles night party at Newport World Resorts. Dance, vibe, celebrate self-love, maybe even meet someone. This February 11 at COW, the newest VIP nightlife destination inside Newport Mall. Singles night party. You know you want to. Visit NewportWorldResorts.com to learn more.
Sexy time. Oh, sexy time. Today's best music, magic.
there's no way. I'm already so still burning. So hold to me close. Now baby, I do what I'm told. Still learning to take my chances, to take my time, to keep on dancing, to walk that line, yeah. You got me shifting the paradigm. No longer wishing. You're my lucky strike. Love the way you ride. Look into my eyes, say you're ready to go. $1 million life, yeah. We can roll the dice. Act like you surprised, but you already know. Oh yeah. Got lucky overnight. Jackpot when I got the invite. Let me wrap my arms around you, 'cause I can't go home without you. And my heart just vibe with you, babe. Wanna go sky high with you, babe. Gotta bring you close to tell you that you're my lucky strike. And I got to tell you, if you didn't know, then I got to tell you that you're my lucky strike. And I got to tell you, if you didn't know, then I got to tell you that you're my lucky strike. Cooler than cold, I'm all in. So load up the dice. So heavy, the way that you roll, I'm falling. So I never fall, I'm ready to take my chances, to take my time, to keep on dancing, to walk that line, yeah. You got me shifting the paradigm. No longer wishing. You're my lucky strike. Love the way you ride. My eyes say you're ready to go. $1 million life, yeah. We could roll the dice, yeah. Act like you surprised, but you already know. You're my lucky strike. And I got to tell you, if you didn't know, then I got to tell you that you're my lucky strike. And I got to tell you, if you didn't know, then I got to tell you that you're my lucky strike.
I know that you think it's so important to convince everyone else that you're not boring, but it's making me feel like my skin is crawling. I keep pouring out my empathy to someone I don't even see eye to eye with. I don't mind if you don't have it all together. Yeah, I get it, we're all human, but I give you an inch and you take miles. It's tragic, ruining my sanity with tales of animosity. I'd rather cry than let you drive me crazy, lose my mind, and I swear I might die if I cared more, but you're not worth the time. You never put me up front, 'cause it's your spotlight. I'm in the backseat of my own car. I'd rather cry than let you drive me crazy one more night. Climbing up somebody else's ladder just to make yourself feel just a little bigger. I don't know if I've seen anything that's sadder. It's so hard to comprehend how you don't even understand. Stepping on me without even trying. Never seen somebody get so good at lying. It's impressive you don't spend all your time crying over all the ways you let me down. So many I could drown, but I'd rather cry than let you drive me crazy, lose my mind, and I swear I might die if I cared more, but you're not worth the time. You never put me up front, 'cause it's your spotlight. I'm in the backseat of my own car. I'd rather cry than let you drive me crazy one more night. Typical emotional, sensitive and cynical. Took my sanity and sent it up the wall. Typical emotional, it's so unoriginal. I gave you the best and you just took it all. I'd rather cry than let you drive me crazy, lose my mind, and I swear I might die if I cared more, but you're not worth the time. You never put me up front, 'cause it's your spotlight. I'm in the backseat of my own car. I'd rather cry than let you drive me crazy one more night.
que todo está bien, pero en verdad yo no sé si tú lo sientes también. Entonces quiero saber por qué desde que te vi yo vivo diferente. No me importa a mí lo que dice la gente, porque tú siempre la prendes candela. Te quiero a mi lado toda la vida, mi nena. La mano pegada y los pies en la arena. Pase lo que pase, baby, vale la pena. Ay, baby, yo te quiero. Es mentira todo lo que te dijeron. Sabes que mi amor por ti es verdadero. Yo te soy fiel, nena, yo te soy sincero. Juro que yo hago de todo pa' ti. Como rábame todo de ti. Y yo te doy todo de mí. Hay mujeres de todo pa' mí. Juro que yo hago de todo pa' ti. Como rábame todo de ti. Y yo te doy todo de mí. Hay mujeres de todo pa' mí. Desde que te vi yo vivo diferente. No me importa a mí lo que dice la gente, porque tú siempre la prendes candela. Te quiero a mi lado toda la vida, mi nena. La mano pegada y los pies en la arena. Pase lo que pase, baby, vale la pena. Yo no sé cómo lo hace, baby, déjame ser el que te complace. En mi mente corriendo base, me quedo contigo, pase lo que pase. Baby, espero que me ames, me tiene volando en el cielo como las aves. Ey, en el Pambinanes, no one's on your level, ya lo sabes. Juro que yo hago de todo pa' ti, como rábame todo de ti. Y yo te doy todo de mí, hay mujeres de todo pa' mí. Nena loca, me tiene loco en la cabeza cuando me tocas. Siento que todo está bien, pero en verdad yo no sé si tú lo sientes también. Entonces quiero saber por qué desde que te vi yo vivo diferente. No me importa a mí lo que dice la gente, porque tú siempre la prendes candela. Te quiero a mi lado toda la vida, mi nena. La mano pegada y los pies en la arena. Pase lo que pase, baby, vale la pena, porque tú siempre la prendes candela. Te quiero a mi lado toda la vida, mi nena. La mano pegada y los pies en la arena. Pase lo que pase, baby, vale la pena.
You feel alive, let's hit the dance floor. Don't work too hard, might break a backbone. Return of the Mac, the king is back though. Corvette and cash, I never lack those. She saw the stone, you know how that go. Fatality, my diamonds that cold. Versace shorts, I hit my backstroke. Knock on the door, she at the back, bro. All I really take is a little taste. I like girl blue eyes with a little bass. Here for the thrill, I don't need a chaser. Wanna vibe at the getaway. Shimmy, shimmy, yeah, I got the semi-four way. Don't step out the line like this a probate. You hit the line and try to locate. This for the time, got time for no day. One, too many, I'm going. Too crazy and I got bad ones and they ready. A good time, so now it's in the whip, we left that. Can't remember anything, but I know we got lit. Good times, live in the moment, feel like summertime. Obsessive nation, not a world mine. The room is spinning, but I feel fine. Oh my. Chandelier, limousine. Really think I'm seeing things. Read the line I'm in between. Yellow light, I gotta speed up. Get home to a cold shower. Need that pronto. Look like a rave at the condo. Heck of a night in Toronto. She said, boy, you in Morocco. Pearl white mention in the top gold. Fill up my cup with the pop, whoa. High off life in the spot, though. Running at the visa, really talking to a real life Mona Lisa. Jesus pieces hanging off the fleece. So much going on, it's hard to focus on the features. I got one, too many, I'm going. Too crazy, and I got bad ones, and they ready.
put your hand in my jacket. I'm thinking so irrational. You flew me international now. We could spend hours reading the signals, but that's so unoriginal. What if we took this back to my house? Under all these lights, I gotta take a minute to calm down. But I feel like if I told you I was ready right this minute, do you think that it would turn you on? I just feel like you need to know. If I told you I was ready right this minute, would you just run off and tell someone? I just feel like you need to know. I don't wanna feel like we're wasting time. Tell me, should I go and call up a taxi? We can make out for a play in the backseat. Please tell me now how that all sounds. You can sleep in while I make breakfast, watch cartoons and talk about exits. And if you're happy, stick around. I just feel like this is worth the risk. I never felt a quiet like this. If I told you I was ready right this minute, do you think that it would turn you on? I just feel like you need to know. If I told you I was ready right this minute, would you just run off and tell someone? I just feel like you need to know. Right here, right now, we're running out of things to talk about.
Of love, everyone loves OnlyFans. If you are a subscriber, Gino's slick.
Congrats.
You're gonna love this.
Who are you subscribed to, Tones? Pareho ka naman dyan, no?
You're gonna love this. You're gonna love this. So
I've only ever tried it once.
you've met someone on OnlyFans?
No. I checked out somebody on
subscribe.
Oh, okay. All right.
I was baited, bro.
You're gonna love this. So OnlyFans models have their jobs threatened, and we're talking about careers, switching careers, losing your old job for a new job, switching. Now OnlyFans models might be out of work.
Oh,
Derek Alvin, can you show Exhibit A? So OnlyFans models can be in trouble after an AI image generator produced a now viral snap of stunning cam girls, with some believing the snaps are realistic enough to pass for actual real models. As in...
Wait, so the picture that we're showing right now, it's AI generated?
Totally fake. And I know. Hang
on. Medyo maliit kasi sa akin eh. Direct pakisend nga yan sa akin. Yung actual file.
Oh, wait.
Papin lang.
Wait, Gino Slick. I know that you have a liking for Asian women.
Yes.
Exhibit B, please. For those that are in their cars that can't see, well, you have to check our Facebook.
Hindi ko makita eh. Malabo na mata ko to.
So these are absolutely fake women generated by AI.
Damn.
And now they're actually models on OnlyFans. So you're thinking you're watching an actual female.
Yeah. But it's actually just AI generated. And Tones, can I just say, this is a religious loophole.
Okay.
This is a religious loophole. Let me explain why. Because, diba, in the Bible, it says, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife.
Yeah.
Thou shalt not, have lustful thoughts about the another person.
Yeah.
But technically, these are not people.
Yeah.
These are not persons. Therefore, if you have lustful thoughts about them, your conscience is clear, my friend.
It's not real.
That's why hentai is great.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
because diba, it's a drawing.
It's all artificial, right?
You're not sullying somebody. You know what I mean?
There you go. So this image generation that you guys are seeing on Facebook, if you guys are on Facebook viewing, deep fake. This is deep fake. DAL-E will completely put OnlyFans. Maybe some of the ladies, because a lot of the subscribers on OnlyFans said they're willing to pay. They're willing to actually pay for something like this, even if they're fake.
And this actually is happening a lot, not just on OnlyFans, and of different calibers. Like there are a lot of VTubers now, diba? Like so, essentially,
what's your account? What's your account on VTube? What's your account?
No. Let me explain.
Station guy na buhay. Out of all
the days that he chose to
I talk about AI and OnlyFans, and he shows up to work.
He's like, I'm there.
So VTubers essentially, like they do vlogs, they'll stream.
Okay.
but they are all basically just using an avatar. So nobody sees their actual faces. It's just an avatar that they have created, and people actually subscribe to these VTubers. So, while this is maybe new to the to the OnlyFans era, everywhere else online, it has been happening. And you've got it even happened as early as Final Fantasy 10. Final Fantasy 13. So there's this video game where the main character, her name was Lightning. Like she's pretty chicks, but obviously she's like a drawing, a computer generated image, and she became the image model for a Louis Vuitton campaign.
And she's not even real?
And she's not real.
No way.
Yeah. Well, you remember when it happened? Maybe I think a year or two ago. There's this popular Chinese motorcycle vlogger.
Oh, the dude.
Yeah. Yung nagsusolicit siya ng mga donations from people.
Oh, and people were donating, and then all of a sudden became very popular, and then the person went on and was doing their stuff live, and they did not turn on their filter, and people realized it was a dude.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I remember that. Pero okay itong mga AI generated Okay, paano kaya mag-generate ng tao? Let's just try and find out.
No, but then there was also that picture of it looked like people were in a party, essentially, party pictures, but then they were just all AI generated.
Yeah, but this is OnlyFans actual people watching clip the actual account where you think it's really a female. I mean, it's a real person, but it's not. Everything is just AI generated. So just imagine you're paying money to someone that doesn't even exist, and whoever owns the account is basically taking your hard-earned money.
Some nerd that's good at AI. They're like, okay, this is the dream. Here you go.
I'm gonna try to generate an image right now.
Exciting times. Oh yeah. Send it to us.
Sexy Asian ninja woman.
Oh, there you go.
All right, let's try to generate that and see. Let's see how it goes.
Send it to Derek and tell us how it goes.
Yeah. It's generating. I'll let you know once it's up.
Okay,
so these are quality. Yeah.
So there we go with the news. Headlines. Before this, Gino, welcome to the show. I know that you've gone from one radio station, one popular radio station, not popular, number one morning show, on RX 93.1, and decided to gamble and join another radio station after a year or 2 years, come out of early retirement to join Magic 89.9.
Where's this going? Tones?
No, we're talking about shifting
and was it a plus minus for you? Pre-pandemic.
There's so many layers to it. Honestly, like, I mean, if I'm really honest about it, like, it wasn't an easy decision to make.
Okay.
I mean, obviously, like, I think I'm not alone when you know how when you found your comfort zone.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Essentially, that was the morning rush for me. Like, it was a comfort zone. I absolutely loved my time there. Absolutely loved my co-host there. Was I scared when I turned in my resignation letter? No. I was pretty excited about that, if I'm being honest. I think the fear kicked in a few days later. Because it was let's just say it wasn't really a spur of the moment decision, but it was a pretty quickly executed decision. And I remember when I had turned in my resignation letter to my then boss, he wanted to do like an exit interview immediately after, because it was right after the show. I had told no one except for Chico and Del, and of course my now wife. And I submitted my resignation letter when the boss came in, and he was like, "Oh, like nagulat siya. Parang, oh, where did this come from?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, I need to do an exit interview with you later at 2 p.m." I'm like, "Oh, I can't. I'm flying out." So I decided to, on the day itself, one of the very, very few times that I got to do that in my life, where I just decided, you know what, F it, I'm flying out. You can't do anything to stop me. So I flew out because Colleen was in Singapore for a work trip, and so she had a room. So I was like, okay, all I just need to do is pay for flight. Tapos sobrang mura pa ng flight kasi sempa ko nakuha, di ba?
Yun.
Ang ganda.
Piece of fare.
Yeah, exactly. So pagdating ko doon, I was so excited because one, I had the amazing feeling of deleting all of my alarms from 5:30, 5:35, 5:40 in 5-minute increments.
How many years did you do the morning? How many years did you wake up?
7 years.
7 years of waking up at 5:30?
Yeah. Well, I tried to wake up at 5:30, but in reality, I'd wake up at like 6, which is when the show started. You know what I mean?
Oh, man.
So I deleted all of that. By the time I got to Singapore, it was, I think, around like 9 or 10 p.m. So I got to the hotel room, and ironically, my hotel room number was 931.
Oh, wow.
Sir, man, like it was like the world telling me.
No way,
man. So
man.
when I get there, I'm like, are you serious right now? Like 931. That was my room number. And then it felt weird for the first 2-3 days. Especially on the second day, because on the first day, people were just like, so I was getting like all these tweets, Instagram messages about like, oh,
where are you?
Parang wala si Gino ngayon. Tapos parang no mention of him from Chico,
the co-host.
Oh, na kumbaga parang walang statement or anything like that. So they were like, oh, baka absent lang siya or whatever. And then the day after, because I still hadn't announced anything, I hadn't posted about it, I just had a relatively cryptic tweet about like, oh, and then I played Nice to Know You by Incubus as my last song. So parang, you know what I mean? And
you didn't get to say bye, right? To your listeners?
I didn't say bye.
Okay.
I didn't say bye.
Right.
I basically just French exited my way from the show. And that's exactly how I wanted it also. Like I wanted it to, because prior to me, Del had left, and she had like a goodbye thing. A goodbye episode. And there were so many tears, so many people crying, so many people getting emotional. Like there were like, I swear to God, there was like 150 people in that booth and the day, and I kind of wanted to avoid that. You know what I mean? Plus, I wasn't moving to a different country, so you know what I mean. Like it was, I didn't feel like it was as finite. The idea of moving to another station was always kind of just floating in the back of my mind. Wasn't sure about it, but it was just there. And so 2 days later, I got the announcement had come in, and so people, there was an actual confirmation that I was not returning. So, and that's when everything started flooding in. Like the all the messages, all the like, oh, bakit ka naman bigla lang umalis? Wala ka man lang paalam. And then all these forums started popping out about how like, oh, we'll miss you. And then there's also the whole like, good riddance. You know what I mean? Like it was, was that all sorts of opinions there.
Was his name Harlow Solde by any chance?
One of the commenters I think was there. I don't know. But and like it was just so liberating. It really was. Like I'm not gonna lie about that. Like it was exciting as you know what I mean? To do that and to just jump. Essentially, that's what it is. Because it wasn't a step out of the radio boat. It was like a jump. Like you just thrust yourself into the water. And I remember I had this because it was post the announcement and everybody was kind of like DMing me on Instagram and whatever, and I wanted to post something on my socials about just the trip in general. But I also figured that I kind of had to address the whole just leaving and whatever, so I quoted a line from Death Cab for Cutie, you are a tourist. There's a line there that goes and if you feel just like a tourist in a city you were born in, then maybe it's time to go. Something to that effect. So like it was just a
grabe lalim, bro. Bro, that's so deep, bro.
Deep guy ako, bro.
How your listeners are so deep.
I go deep, man. You know how it is.
So deep.
Come in. We don't go there.
The only deep we go is deep fake.
Pero I mean, kasi like I still had work. You know what I mean? Like I still had events. I still had to do stuff online. But you know, the absence of that whole daily routine was definitely a shock to my system for the first, I would say, 2 to 3 weeks.
Well,
2 to 3 weeks, I was losing my mind. Like, yo, like, you know what I mean? Like, what am I gonna do? Yeah, with all this time, you know, right? I would wake up at like 10 in the morning and be like, what's happening? Minsan, you know, it's not like every day that you have events. You have days where you're like, in 1 week you have 2 events or one event.
Did you ever drive up to the building and just cry in front of the building?
Oh no, man. You know what? Till now, I would say that maybe I have been to that specific area of Ortigas.
Yeah.
Maybe twice ever since I retired.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And only because there was an inuman like right next door to it. You know what I mean? That's it. But I never had that whole... Because again, I was happy to leave.
Yeah.
I wasn't happy to leave the people I was working with, but I was happy to leave. So I think that makes it like... Are there any regrets? Absolutely none. Absolutely none. Like... And even if I didn't end up on the show, I think I would still feel the same way, that there were no regrets about leaving. So yeah.
Well, I'm sure because prior to this show, you were working with Bea, right? So I mean, it
was like one of my best friends.
Yeah. So it wasn't it wasn't like you left for this show. You just basically left on your own terms and then decided, you know what? Because I'm sure you had a clause, right? Didn't you have a clause that you can't join another station?
Yes,
1 year?
but on a technicality.
Okay.
Yeah, because essentially we're contractual employees.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
My contract had expired for maybe about 3 months already.
Oh, okay. So So
I was already. So technically, I didn't leave before the contract had expired.
You didn't renew.
2 weeks notice. Our contract was floating because we were trying to.
Negotiate?
We were not negotiate even. We were just trying to fix some things on that contract, on the new contract.
From what I know, they were trying to, from what I heard, they had to cut your salary kasi ang laki. So
Mayop to. So gusto mo sabihin ko magkano yung salary ko. Mahiya yung mga tao na parang yun lang pala yung kinikita itong mga hayop na to.
It's like, if I'm not mistaken, who also cut their salary? The owner of, Zoom. Zoom was making 300,000, if I'm not mistaken, 300 to 400,000 a year last year. And now he's just making, I think,
150,000.
Something like along the effects of $80,000 a year.
But he's the owner of Zoom.
Yeah, he's the owner of Zoom. So I mean, he cut his salary, and I think that's what they asked. That's what they were asking you. That's the rumor.
Let it be known.
Mga Gino, you can lower it.
Let it be known to everyone that I will tell you right now, anybody who is staying in radio and is still here, they're not here because of the salary.
That is true.
They're not here because of the salary.
It's more of just enjoying the people that you're working with, and it's just like, okay, we're here.
Yeah, exactly. Like nobody's here because like, oh, yo, man, this is my retirement plan.
Honestly, but honestly, for those that
what kind of benefits do we get?
I think Sam's in it just for the money. I personally think so. I think his ass is just in it for the money.
Tinira yung nagbakasyon, no?
Pera lang, habol lang.
He won't be here for a month.
You know,
I know. Actually, that's true.
Yung lifestyle niya, medyo,
up there kasi. Up there lifestyle.
His lifestyle.
Fast cars.
Pace, fast cars.
Money, women. That's just how.
So,
before. Ngayon, woman.
So, I think he's in it for the money. So, and that's how we got him to go on Magic. I go, what are you making on the other side? Eto. Oh, you want more money? Okay, join us. Okay.
Doblein ko yan. Kunin mo salary ko.
Tapos
salary nito.
Is he totally like, oh, do you want to be famous? And then he's like, still thinking about it. You want more chicks?
Yes. Like, yes. Oh. Actually, that's a good pitch, That's a good pitch. Kasi kung kunwari nung bata-bata pa ako, so start ko pala ng career ko. Tapos sinabihan mo, sali ka ng boys night out. Mas maraming pera dito. Sabi ko, Kahit naman maraming quote-unquote pera dito, parang di naman ganun kadami yan kasi alam naman natin lahat magkano talaga salary na radio, di ba? Pero pag sinabi mo na ang daming bebas dito,
yeah, well,
maybe I would have
sign me
up. Sign me up.
Like before you got on, I mentioned how each person has their own hierarchy of needs. It's either more money. There's room for in terms of going up the corporate ladder. Corporate ladder. There's also some people want peace of mind where it's a nice working environment and your bosses take care of you, or the company culture is great. So each person has their own, I guess, ulterior motive to wanting to work for a certain company. Everyone has their own reasons. Obviously, when I first started, I just need a job.
Yeah, man. I mean,
that is true. When you're at that point, you're just like, whatever I get, okay, I'm good. Let's go.
I just need a job.
Yeah, why did you guys get into radio? You probably just needed a job. Like, was it always? I doubt that it was something about you were in grade school and you were like, you know what, I'm gonna be a DJ. No.
It was something where I was actually just doing like the office work there, so I was doing my practicum at the station, and then Crystal, who was the head at the time of the campus patrollers.
Yeah. You speak well,
Speak well, so might as well try it. Okay, and then that's when I met Logan, and then Logan's like, "Hey, don't go on with the campus patrollers anymore. Just go on with me." I was like, "Oh, okay," and then I was like, "Oh, this is cool."
Yeah, actually, you know what? I noticed that a lot of the people who have stayed in radio for a long time are the people that didn't, dream about being on radio or really think about being on radio. That's what I noticed. That generally, like, kunwari for Del, like she had a 20 plus year career in radio. It was supposed to be a summer job. That's it. And then it turned out to be like the longest summer job ever. Yeah. So I think you stay on radio for passion. But once you mess with that, like that's it. You know what I mean? Like if it gets in the way of that, it's like,
it's finished.
So I think that's why it was relatively easy for me to make that jump, because that's something that I really wanted to do. Plus, like, I don't know, I felt like a badass just kind of like handing over my resignation letter and being like, no, you don't get to exit interview me. I'm going. I'm flying out.
You don't know me? No more.
Yeah, I know that feeling of leaving one network and joining. Well, obviously, your network was very big. You know what I mean? It's our rival. Right? It's our competitor. For me, coming from the province, there was so much uncertainty whether, are we
gonna stay afloat?
Yeah, or will my demo be accepted with this station?
Will they listen to it?
Yeah. And what slot? Like, shoot, if I leave this morning show of Power 108. Will I be able to hold my own show in the future? And then, you know what I mean? You have all the great thing with having your own show is you have the flexibility, the freedom to do what you want. And then coming to a new network, you may not have that. I'm sure Willie Revillame feels totally like, oh shit, I left GMA for this shit. I'm out of a job in 5 months.
I think
that's 150 days.
That's one of the things that you have to come to terms with.
Yeah, 150 days.
It's a gamble when you're leaving your job. You know what I mean? Like, it's not.
Yeah.
I know that. I mean, in terms of corporate, majority of the people that I know before they even leave their job will already have something waiting. But that's never a guarantee of like, the same amount of success or the same amount of stability that you used to have.
Yeah, and I've heard stories of like, say, before the pandemic really hit, there are people that were already resigned from their job, and then they're ready to hit the new job, and then the pandemic hit, and then the new job said that we can't get you, and they were just left in limbo. They're like, oh crap.
No, essentially, like, even with us, I mean, if you think about it, like, we weren't on air for what, a good
3 months.
solid month and a half.
I think 3 months.
We were doing Zoom.
No,
like,
but
at the
honestly,
second month, right?
but we weren't coming to the office, so technically,
that's true.
If we did not do Zoom, we wouldn't be on air.
That's true.
Yeah, we wouldn't be on air. True. We weren't in the office for 3 months straight because of COVID. And thanks to technology, it made it possible. But I mean, that's why it's so popular when you think about it. Why people leaving something, and I'll relate this to relationships.
Yeah.
Why so many people love to overlap. They may not want to break up right away, or they're it's not easy to
may
be
safety net ng
the
nakahawak.
bearer of bad news to your significant other for so long. Sometimes it's easier just to segue into a new relationship while you have your old partner. And if things don't work out with the new partner, you can always go back to your old job or your old partner. But I mean, when things are going well with the new partner, it's like, you know what? And the old partner does not know, and that's the overlap. The timeline. Then you got to do the timeline. Oh, when were you talking with her? When were you guys hanging out? You know what I mean? And that's why some people don't like to be like Gino and give a letter. They just take off. Or what's popular now is the silent quitting. They don't want to work. They don't want to work and then perform at their optimum performance. They just want to work halfway. They only put half.
Yeah, whatever I'm paid.
They only put the tip in of their effort. Never more. Only half.
Never the full.
Yeah, they only put half the effort and never push it to the limit. And hence, I'm not a believer in that. I think if you don't like what you're doing, it's just time to move on and call it quits, because body language says so.
Yeah,
you can't lie with body language.
And then all of a sudden you're just like, okay, just walking into the situation like, okay, here we go again. Don't want to be here.
Yeah, but let's face it. I mean, there are people who have to do that. You know what I mean? Like, ideally, nobody has to do that, but sometimes
a lot of people, Gino. I think majority of people.
A lot of people don't like their jobs.
I think a lot of my friends in North America, PI, trabaho na naman. I mean, how many have said that?
Huwag nyo lang paparinig kay Donald Bartolome yan, ha? Mapapagalitan
ka. You're gonna get in trouble, ha?
Hindi ka grateful, ha?
Don't be like that, ha?
But I mean, even people who absolutely love their jobs, like, will have bad days where you're like, ugh, can't believe I have to go to work today. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's unavoidable. Like, it's just something.
Yeah, I think once in a while.
Or I can't believe I'm still doing this.
But there are people who are really miserable. Like, really miserable. Like, you go to the teller of a parking, a bank, or parking lot, and nakisimangot, or the cashier of a fast food joint, and they just don't care to look at you. No, you know what I mean? And if they do, it's their body language is like, I don't want to be here, but you know what? I have to work, and I'm just getting by. And I feel that.
Can I just say hi to Dwight Martin off of our Facebook, who says, Gino, di mo ba namimiss magka-Golden Dove? And let you know a little something. You know we're not allowed to bring home any Golden Doves. Even if yeah, bro. Like,
what? Yeah, it's not like a trophy that, like,
so it's
say,
all
the morning
property of the station. Even if you, okay, I would understand if it's like, okay, the Morning Rush wins a Golden Dove award, but you do get a Golden Dove award as a DJ
individually.
Like, best male DJ, best female DJ. Even if you win that, you cannot physically bring home the Golden Dove. Like, it's all just in the station. I never understood that part. So yeah,
that's odd.
Yeah, so as in, like, the station is just riddled with these Golden Doves of, like, people who aren't even there anymore or whatever, because, like, you're not allowed to bring them home. I don't know if they changed that.
It would have been nice, right?
Yeah, exactly. Because, I mean, like, sure, I mean, yes, I used your station to be able to broadcast, but that's an award for me or for you or for whoever.
We've worked hard for this.
Yeah, so to answer your question, no, hindi ko naman miss
I mean, it'd be great.
And I don't have any misconceptions na feeling ko magka-Golden Dove.
Well, honestly, in all fairness,
far.
I don't know with other
mass media.
We've never won. We've never actually submitted anything.
No.
To the KBP's
because you already know what they're gonna say, Tone.
So,
alam mo yung pag nakuha ng KBP. Wait, seryoso ba ito mga to? Is this a joke?
So for me,
are they telling on themselves?
So for those that don't know, the KBP is the governing board of radio, which we are affiliated with, and
but it is optional.
Yeah, right? It is optional. GMA is not. I don't think it's KBP.
Not part of the KBP.
Yeah. But it would. I don't know other radio stations, but if I was the owner and you receive an award, I would think, this is just me, that for every award you get a certain amount from a bonus.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I mean? Like,
technically, that's
you know, every year, your salary goes up exponentially because
it's a lot like how footballers,
yes.
like if you score a goal for your team,
MVP,
if you're MVP,
yes,
you have bonuses,
yes.
Yeah, for every time that you move in the playoffs.
So us,
it's a performance award.
Yeah. So us getting you, Gino, was like getting like LeBron James when he left the Cleveland Cavs to join the Heat.
To the Heat. But we're the Heatles.
Yeah.
But JJ Redick na lang when he transferred.
And
LeBron.
JJ Redick. Sige, JJ Redick. Wala na si JJ Redick.
Is this Clippers, JJ Redick?
Yeah.
Clippers, JJ Redick.
Okay.
So,
making
so I was thinking maybe if we get him, we'd see an adjustment. You know?
Wala eh. Baliktad eh. Ako yung nag-adjust eh.
Hindi, lahat tayo kasi pandemic.
Try nga natin. One year magsabit tayo ng demo or ng clip sa KBP. I still
you know what would have been great to submit was the ipakita mo ang business mo.
That's true. That is actually a really good.
That was the perfect venue.
Not to toot our own horn.
Yeah.
Pero that was it's a way to help out other people. Very selfless, di ba? Pero ang problema kasi, habang pag okay yung nagpe-present dun sa ipakita mo ang business mo, lumalabas ulit yung pagka-voice night out.
Mukhang okay.
Okay ito
okay yan na.
Okay yung business mo. Ayun, wala na naman yung KBP.
Mukhang fresh na fresh.
We should try. I think we can make a good go at it. You know what I mean? Like just have, because you only ever submit snippets, right? It's not the entire show.
No.
It's not the entire show.
Yeah.
So you can have maybe like 30 minutes out of everyday show for like a good solid 2 months or so.
All right.
And then just be like good, responsible, I don't know, Christians, and then be very, very nice on air for 30 minutes.
Yeah. Well, what is it? The content has to be within the year, or?
Yeah, it has to be within the year. And there's several different categories. Like, yeah, whether it's a best comedy program, there's a best show. I don't know, man. Like
best comedy show.
Yeah, I think the best gauge is still to just. I think you know what I mean. If you've been a DJ long enough, you know if it's like, okay, that was a good show. And then okay, we could have done better on that show, but wala. You know what I mean? So I think that's still the best gauge, more than any other award will tell you.
That is true.
Yeah.
Because it's just voted. So you're just like, you know what? If I feel good about the show, we good.
Yeah.
And speaking about that, we good. Time now is 7:07.
We are good. Oh.
Yeah, we all good. So that's it. That's the end of the show. That's
so na naman, parang in I love you mo si Slick eh. We good. I don't want to get married.
Hey, don't complicate.
Hey, baby girl, we good.
We good, huh? We good.
You know what? I want to get married. We good.
I was thinking about that last night. I was like, super a-hole.
That's like the worst thing you can say to somebody who just told you that she wants to get married.
That's worse than, hey, I care for you.
Oh, mas tanggap ko pa yung I care for you. So, we good, homie.
Kalma.
You didn't even bother to elaborate on what we good is. What do you even mean? Baka Slick.
All right, so we will catch you again next week. Hey, check it out on Sunday. There's gonna be like a little CrossFit competition called Love Fest. It's happening at Mandala Park over in Mandaluyong.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the Gatorade
Hoop Center
gym is. Yeah, Hoop Center is. Hey, check it out. Doc and I, we're going to be there.
Are you competing?
Yeah, Doc and I.
Wow.
Congrats.
We are HMD archers.
Are you going to be like a tandem
Yes.
Oh, damn. Wait, so if it's CrossFit, it's like literally everything, right? Like, so parang deadlift to kettlebell swing.
No. What we're doing is boot camp. So boot camp is kind of like the entry level. So that's what we're gonna be doing, and yeah, so it should be exciting.
Hey, good luck, man.
Good luck.
First time for me and Doc to team up in a
Tones, buka na ng table sa Revel for Saturday night para Sunday. Wasak si Slick.
No. Not gonna happen.
I'm gonna be there. I have my our friends.
Oh wait, aren't you hosting like a singles party, Tones?
Yes, the new day and night club at Cal in Newport. These guys are one of the partners is from Spain, if I'm not mistaken, Ibiza. So he's bringing the concept Ibiza.
So when is this party of yours? Because you're hosting.
Yeah, it's all singles
and joining at the same time.
All single ladies from different parts of the world are
Japan.
May Japan Tones.
Are you coming? Oh, by the way, even if you aren't single, you could still come in and join.
And enjoy.
I got you. I'll get you.
What day is this?
This is Saturday, 7 till Wasak. It's open 24/7.
7 till Wasak. You know what? I'm gonna make that the next invite to my party. Come on, 7 till Wasak.
Yeah.
We cordially invite.
So if you're single or attached, you'll get bands. If you're single, you get one color. If you are happily with someone, you'll get another color. So we can differentiate. And it lights up. The bands will light up, so we'll know that, okay, you are single and no, you were taken. You just want to make, even if you are taken, you can just mingle. All right?
Hey, all right. So that's on Saturday. It's pretty much open to everyone. Do they just walk in? Do they have to?
Yeah. Just come on in. As far as I know, just if you just want to hang out and party, I'll be there till Wasak.
Ayop. Yan tayo.
Sino wasak?
Sino mamasakin natin doon?
Wala.
Also, congratulations to the guys over at Nespresso. They just launched a new machine.
Congrats.
The Virtuo. If you're a fan of bigger cups of coffee, this is it, because they have like bigger pods and
okay, that's perfect.
You can actually make like a carafe of coffee.
Yeah, I was talking to Coach Dan earlier, and then he's like, the regular one, it's just not enough. It's bit in. So this one. So what is it called?
The Nespresso Virtuo.
That was today, right?
From the
Thursday,
root word virtuoso.
Okay, all right. Nice.
So yeah, they had like this fancy 6-course meal earlier, and yeah, they had coffee pairing instead of wine. So I'm pretty jacked up on coffee right now.
You're like, yeah.
Wired.
We know what this guy's gonna be doing, gaming all night.
You know it. But yeah, it's already available locally. Stocks are very limited though, so if you want one, you best go ahead and get yourself one now. There you go.
All right. So my name is Slick Rick.
This is Tony.
And my name is Gino Killiamore. You guys take it easy.
We walk around the world
on Monday. Bye-bye.
Good night, everyone. Be safe.
We good.
We good.
Yeah. Get your ass mushed.
Broadcasting from the heart of Metro Manila and heard around the world through www.magic899.com. We are the kind of magic that hits like this.
Magic, I can be a fantasy. Put your hands up.
And makes you feel like this.
Turn up the music while you're calling out 11.
So if it sounds right, it's gotta be right. We're radio's finest. We are Magic 89.9 DWTM.
Magic 89.9.